Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading. And today we're going to do something a little bit different than what I've been doing, but we will circle back to those readings. I've been called by Spirit to do readings kind of based on what I'm feeling in life right now, which is very stuck. And Spirit has called me to do similar readings for all of you to help get you unstuck, because I know I'm not the only person who is feeling super stuck in the world right now. So my goal here is to get you a little bit of clarity and some advice on how to get unstuck, how to deal with your situation, whatever it is. And I don't know, maybe some of you maybe just need clarity, right? Interesting. It feels as though like you know you're well equipped to handle things, but you just don't know where to start. It's like, you know, you're, oh God, that was the whole deck, jeez. You know you're well equipped with that Magician card. It's just almost like there's too many options, and with that Justice card, I heard you want to be fair to everyone, which is difficult for sure. It absolutely is. And I feel like that need is really maybe what's holding you back, because it is often really hard, Six of Pentacles at the bottom, to be fair and to be equitable, right? Like, it's difficult to make sure everyone gets an equal share, especially if it feels as though some people don't need as much as other people, but they might be the kind of people who are just like, oh, but they got this and I only got this, and you're like, well, yeah, but they need it, right? So I feel as though, like, with the Star card, you're trying to, I want to say, keep the peace. You're trying to heal something. You're trying to make sure everyone gets exactly what they need. And I get the feeling that it's driving you crazy. I feel like you need a break here with the Four of Swords. That Seven of Cups, it could also be that there's just too many fires to put out, if that makes sense. Five of Swords, it feels like there's a lot of people vying for your attention. Probably not in a nice way, because it is Swords. Five is conflict, so I imagine they're not going about it nicely. So the Moon card definitely emphasizes confusion for sure. I was just looking at the bottom of the deck here. There's the High Priestess. So it's almost as though, like, you need to follow your intuition. You need to realize that you're not really going to know everyone's situation 100%. So you kind of just need to follow your gut on this. And ultimately, whatever it is that you're doing is going in your direction, right? There are two horses there, but I mean, the chariot driver is the one who tells them where to go. That's you. You tell this circus where to go, right? Because you're the magician. You have everything. You hold all the aces. So while you're trying to be nice and you're trying to make sure everything's fair and equitable and things are healed and people are getting what they're needing, I mean, don't also forget that you need something too. Like, you need to also take care of you. And other people do not get to dictate your generosity, right? Because that is the point of being generous, right? That is the point of being charitable. You don't do it for like the thank yous or you don't do it for anything. You just do it because you're a good person. And so when someone tries to tell you that the cause that you want to support, whatever this is, whatever they are, like if there's more than one, like, someone else doesn't get to tell you that it's not right, because generosity comes from the heart. And if you're just doing it based on what someone else says, are you really doing it to be generous, or do you just want something out of it? You know what I mean? This is interesting. Okay, yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So there is some kind of choice to be made here. And it's interesting that underneath that is the Nine of Pentacles. So it's kind of like, do you be with someone? Do you be alone? But you're well equipped to be alone already. So whatever this is, whatever you are trying to fix, whatever you're trying to go, whatever you're trying to do, however you're trying to be fair. I mean, this is probably going to sound really selfish, but at the end of the day, you need to be fair to yourself. You know, like people shouldn't guilt trip you. You know what I mean? We have the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Fool. Okay, so there is something to be said here that these cards don't really feel connected to what's up top. This feels like something else entirely, especially with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. But it almost feels as though feeling stuck in this situation, not really being sure what to do, trying to make sure things are fair with everyone, almost feels as though it's holding you back from someone with this Queen of Wands, which is interesting. It almost feels as though it's holding you back from your legacy, whatever that means to you, whether it is a family, whether it is money, right? It's almost as though you're so focused on this stuff that you don't realize that you do need to take a break and actually look at this person, this Queen of Wands. Because I feel like there is some kind of new great adventure with this person. But you're just not seeing it. It's like you don't recognize it's there because you're so focused on this and trying to make sure everything is good and right and fair for everyone. You are so obsessed with this and it's keeping you stuck. That's what's keeping you stuck, because that's not necessarily your path, right? Like it was at the time, but it's almost as though you need to shift and take a different track. You know what I mean? Like possibly this horse trying to pull you in a different direction is saying, hey, you know what? There's something cool over here, and this way sucks. We really don't want to go this way. So maybe we should, take a left. That's just kind of what it feels here. It's like you're so focused on pleasing everyone else and you're missing out on someone else entirely. So, I don't know. Take that as it resonates. We're going to get you some advice for Leo, please. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, the Ringmaster of Scrutiny. Scrutiny, if I could read. Discernment, clear vision, details. So it's almost just like saying you need to figure out what it is that's actually mattering. What is going to last and what is just a flash in the pan. Okay? So what you had come out is the High Lady of Love and Compassion, Reverence, Kindness, Consideration. I feel like that's kind of you. You are considering everyone. You are trying to make sure everyone has what they need, but you also need to focus some of that on yourself. It feels more like you are this desert prince here right now in the survival phase, just keeping things going as they were, as they have been, trying to keep the peace, whatever it is. And it almost feels as though these false promises are just something you're telling yourself, well, if you just fix all of this, you're going to be fine. You're going to get unstuck. You're going to be able to move forward. When in fact, it feels as though you need to just shift your focus entirely. That's what I'm feeling here. So I get the feeling that some of you are going to resist that notion. The fact that you might need to focus on anything other than what's up here, because this seems like you've spent a lot of time on it. You are the magician. It's like you've created this. And what might have started out as a really noble purpose is something that has really worn you down and really burned you out and hasn't really paid the dividends that it seemed like it would. Okay? But that's what I have for you, Leo. That's your message. I hope you take care. I wish you the best of luck in this scenario, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.